dive that we did, I believe we saw primnoids. We're at about 4,234 meters, and we're continuing to traverse upslope. Slope is varied. I guess when we communicate with our shoreside scientists, I think there's a lot to be learned about the distribution of those primnoid octocorals. People who are experts on that group understand that there's a discrete, what they call biogeography. There's a distribution of different species found at different depths throughout the Pacific Ocean. And I'm still learning all about that connectivity, how this different species are connected in different groups and all the different water masses as well. And how those water masses play a role in distributing the larvae of those corals. This pavement of nodules has a variety of shapes and sizes of the nodules, right, Mike?
Yeah, it is very irregular in shape,
Yeah.
but very high density again. Seems to be alternating between that and the basalt crust with some lava flows in between.
Is that another little star on the right, mid-screen?
We just passed over, well, the ship just passed over waypoint 4, so I was having it track to 5.
Perfect, thank you.
Yep.
Yeah, I'd be curious, Asako, if you have some ideas. Again, the primnoid had what looked like whorls of 3 polyps with the polyps pointed downward along the axis. So if you have a guesstimate on what species that might be, you can take a look at this pilot, please. Looks like a sponge, possibly. And I keep saying the word whorl. Basically, the 3 polyps are oriented around the branch itself. And the heads or the opening or the mouths of the polyps are pointed towards the seafloor. Oh, great. This is a type of glass sponge. We have seen a few different species on the dive so far. I'm not sure which one this is, but it's great to get a close-up to see if it's being a home to other organisms.
Please.
Again, that's a hexactinellid. I feel like we've seen something that looks like that, similar shape before. But we can look back. Oh, looks like we're coming upon some more steep terrain up ahead.
Yeah, and about
Yay.
Kahena's favorite.
30 meters away from Atalanta, so.
So what would you say are some of the hardest names to pronounce of some of the organisms we've been seeing? Or others that we haven't been seeing that you've heard?
Well, today my favorite was yeah, I still can't say it. Alternatipathes. Yeah, I can't see it. That's fine. It's a type of black coral. That one's going to stump my...
Alternative pathies.
Yeah, alternatipathes. Alternatipathes. It doesn't quite roll off my tongue yet. But so funny that you should say that, Kahena, because Asako is also taken my bait, and she's speculating what that primnoid octocoral might be. As we traverse the seafloor, we're seeing another sea star that we've come across. A primnoid may be, there are a variety of different primnoids that have downward-looking polyps, including Narella. And then my favorite to mispronounce is Paracalyptrophora. It's another one that doesn't quite roll off my tongue.
Paracalyptrophora.
Can you zoom on that one?
Paracalyptrophora. I remember we've seen that genus in the seamounts down in Puerto Rico, and they can grow into really enormous colonies, very beautiful forms. Oh, interesting. You can see sort of bed forms or sediment waves in the sand,
And go wide,
much like what
please.
you would see at the beach.
Yeah, the sand looks really thin
Yeah.
and soft here.
And suggests that there's some level of current here, at least sufficient enough to create those.
And there's more of those like white patches that we were looking at earlier. Yeah, for those of you watching, please send in the hardest names you know to pronounce.
And then you get to pronounce them. This will be good.
I'm gonna make a game out of
I
it.
think it'll be good. What's this, a place for sea stars?
They are everywhere, aren't
Sea
they?
Star Retirement Village. I saw a shrimp on the right, and then there's another sponge up ahead, another glass sponge.
And a possible sea cucumber.
Sea cucumber, maybe. We've also seen some gigantic polychaete worms today.
Someone
Much
said,
bigger than expected.
could that be some kind of nursery? I don't know what they were referring to. But.
Well, the fact that we're seeing a number of sea stars indicates to me that there's the right kind of habitat for them to thrive here. They're getting enough food, the temperature, oxygen concentration, current regime, everything is just right for them to live in sufficient abundance, and they're maybe not being preyed upon too heavily, so they're able to kind of bust up their abundance.
Can you zoom quickly there? Well, that might not be anything.
Looks like
Okay.
more of that detrital material. Could be remnants of a sponge or foraminifera, unicellular organism. Ooh, another maybe fish up ahead.
Someone said in Benedict Cumberbatch. Oh, you meant Latin names?
Nice. Womp womp.
We do
Okay,
have another
who do
little
we
fish.
have
Can you
here?
zoom?
A fishy.
Yeah?
It's nice that they don't move too much. Oh.
So that was a cusk eel.
I think they heard you.
I think Kahana
Should have
said
whispered.
hello to Kahana was here. Now we're into nodule patches along the way. It looks like we're getting close to waypoint 4. And we're going to be crossing so many depth zones throughout this dive. that we may really encounter a variety of different animals throughout, ones that are able to thrive in ultra deep depths. Oh, sorry. And then ones that are found sort of at intermediate depths, and we may start to see a variety of different fishes as we climb the seamount.
Looks like another sponge stalk, maybe?
Maybe. Do we have time to zoom, pilot?
Yep,
Okay.
I'll try and set the front of the ROV down here so we can get a stable
I don't know if
zoom.
we can do some highlight after we, oh, a little brittle star along with the stalk to the lower right.
There we go, zoom
Then
if you
we're
can.
going to zoom in on this stalk here. Just to double check that it's not a coral.
I'll try and get in a better position there.
Okay. And the Atalanta view is pretty impressive. It looks like some collapsed pillow
Okay, go ahead and
lava
zoom if you can.
forms. I'll take a closer look at the stalk just to verify whether it's a dead sponge or a live sponge. This might be a type of carnivorous sponge. Thank you. Just a different form.
Perfect, thank you.
Thanks, pilot. Very dramatic landscape, seascape coming up here.
There's several fissures in there.
Yeah.
There's another
Like a giant came through and stomped holes in the pillows. Yeah, another stalked sponge coming up. Maybe it's the creator of the stalks that we've been seeing throughout the dive. Look like a little different morphology on the head of that sponge. Yeah, a little different shape. It's a
Still
steep climb.
thinking about that octopus.
Oh yeah, that was pretty special.
I saw it from a distance too, but I didn't think it was an octopus until the very last second.
It definitely stumped me for a bit. It was a really interesting posture with its arms bent backwards like that. Looks like a brittle star on the rock on the right.
Looks like a different planet.
Yeah, it's crazy. All these ups and downs, so irregular. And those collapsed pillows were really amazing. Very dramatic seafloor. Little Herc wants to know what we got her into. It's quite the climb. Hopefully she had her Gatorade.
Gotta stock up on the electrolytes for this kind of a climb.
That's right.
There's something moving along the rocks
floating on the right.
Yeah.
It's got antennae, maybe? Oh, someone said they, oh, well, it's one of those swimming polychaetes. Swima.
Not the best background to image that one behind it. Couple things tucked away underneath that rock.
Oh, what's that hiding?
Oh, I better get back in position here.
Probably just assume it was a glass sponge.
When in doubt.
Looked like one.
Oh, another fisher. Crack in the seafloor.
Jason says, umbellula. I can't say that right.
Oh, we're gonna do. We're doing the. We're doing the different names.
Someone sent in another one, but I'm not even
Umbellula.
gonna try.
Oh, umbellula. Jason put.
This one.
Oh boy, that's fun. Wink. You can try. Go for it. I don't know. I don't think I've ever.
Lampoctius cruentiventer. Cruentiventer. Someone asked, why does the tow sled move so much?
Because it is affected by the movement of the ship. So as the ship pitches up and down, so does Atalanta. And although it appears like the tether is moving a lot, it probably really isn't. That's just Atalanta bouncing up and down.
Gotcha.
It's connected to EV Nautilus by a steel cable, with obviously with power and fiber optics running through it for power and communications, but it's like a wire rope it's hanging off of.
Oh, there's that crazy pattern in the sediment again.
Well, now we've seen some coral. We've seen an octopus. What were you hoping to see, Michael?
I've already seen an octopus, and I've seen several fish.
Oh, fish, that's right. There's been
Yeah.
plenty of fish.
Plenty of fish. Now I'm just being greedy with more octopus.
Yeah.
We can dream.
You mentioned a Dumbo octopus the other day.
A Dumbo would be
So-
pretty cute.
It's wild, these different transition zones from sort of pavement, pillow lava, hard substrate to a dense field of nodules and then back again. Sometimes that's where a lot of the high diversity is found, is in these transition zones and habitats. In many cases, we'd have to look super close to the seafloor or even within the sediments to look at those types of patterns, but it's interesting visually to see that and these dramatic shifts over really what I would consider small spatial scales. We're just kind of creeping up the seamount, piece by piece, foot by foot. And we're experiencing a lot of changes in this complex seafloor. How far away is waypoint 5 now? You might have already said that, but
We're only just getting to waypoint 4 right now.
Yeah, we are 1,000 meters away with the
1,000 meters
yeah, 1,000 meters.
to waypoint 5.
Yep.
Thank you. Each waypoint is 1,000 meters apart?
Yes.
Okay. And then for those who just tuned in, how many waypoints did we plan for this dive?
We have 9, I think. No, we have 10.
Magic number 10.
Yeah, some of them are out of order, so.
Do we zoom in on this?
Yeah. Okay, go for zoom.
Oh,
Oh,
looks like it's a barnacle on a stalk that may be from a sponge or something else, but these are so cryptic. I have to get down onto the seafloor to look at the animals. But yeah, that's a type of barnacle. Might be Phyellidae, seen on the previous dives. Barnacles are in the phylum Arthropoda. They're a type of crustacean. I think that's what, yep, I think that's what we're seeing. I'm not sure, it looks like it's attached to a dead sponge stalk. Doesn't look like it's feeding appendages are extended or anything. Maybe they retracted them when we came by. But yeah, taking a closer view of this barnacle.
and go wide, please.
Thank you. Continuing to see that sort of mysterious light-colored sediment as we traverse upslope. Not sure why it's creating that pattern, and if the nodule is maybe disturbed by something moving on top or underneath, maybe exposing that sediment underneath.
Really is interesting having all of these formations over here too. A lot better to actually have something to change up the layout other than just a flat abyssal plain.
I like how the minute you say that, we have a flat plane.
But I did say something to break it up. Not that I was trying to jinx it or anything.
We've got plenty of slope to traverse.
Yeah, we'll get another watch down here.
Yeah. Looks like another cladorhizid sponge.
I think we're on for the summit recovery. Actually.
Yeah, I think you're right. Tomorrow afternoon?
Yep, that's what it's looking like.
That's right. So we'll have one more morning watch on the seafloor.
Sweet. So what do you think? Do you think the coffee before the shift was the better?
Well, it helped me. I mean, I still was able to take a nap after watch. So,
Coffee
you know,
after
that's.
shift.
I woke up with plenty of time to have a cup of coffee, which helped the words flow a little better this morning.
With a nap following, that's a win all around.
Yep, I agree.
Do we know when, getting ahead of ourselves a little bit, when our next dive's gonna be?
I would say it depends a lot on like when we get the ROV on deck and how quickly we transit and getting set up. It's gonna be the same thing within like 12 to 18 hours of picking it up.
We have a comment. In Hawaii, octopus is taco, Japanese term. So it is Taco Tuesday.
I know when I was not a vegetarian, I used to eat taco poke. That was really delicious.
That's my favorite poke.
Oh.
Did you want to look at this one on the left?
I think we can take a quick look at it. Yeah, sure.
Okay.
There's looks like a type of carnivorous sponge called a cladorhizid. We have seen this type before.
Please go ahead and zoom.
I think this is the one that has the anemone that lives alongside it. With it, you can see the tentacles of the anemone pointed downwards, and the top of the sponge, the tippy top up here, sort of looks like a spaceship or something. But this kind of cladorhizid is known to be associated with, or has a anemone associate, which we can see those sort of pink tentacles dangling down towards the seafloor. And I think the anemone must have quite the living there, being able to capitalize off of being off the bottom, capturing food.
And go wide, please.
The sponge is capturing food also through its different spines and stalks.
That was a cool looking one.
That was cool.
Whenever we see anything with a bit of color, it's exciting.
It is dramatic, isn't it? Where did this come from?
I wonder how the camera is able to pick up color better than the last camera was.
That's a question for Dave or Mikhail.
Yeah, really the difference between cameras is resolution. This is UHD resolution, and our usual camera is HD resolution, so a quarter of the resolution. Color-wise, though, pretty much the same for what you're seeing there. The camera actually has a wide color gamut and and is in HDR, high dynamic resolution, and we're recording
Just
that
kidding. It's
separately.
another sea star.
Okay.
Sorry. I was getting excited. Sorry, Dave. I was hoping it was
That's
a
all right.
gastropod.
I was going far out on
I'm
the
listening,
geek scale
Dave.
anyway.
Oh, it's interesting. This crack here, it just looks like everything's kind of collapsed in the middle and trapped the broken pieces of pavement.
Like an underwater landslide.
That's right. I like how I make these hand waves, and I'm sure not anyone's really watching me. because
But you are seen on screen.
it's
so
really important to use the arms to express what I'm saying.
Can we zoom in on this coming up?
Sure. If pilot has time to look at
Yep.
this glass sponge.
Okay, go ahead and zoom.
See if we might see any buddies along with the glass sponge hanging out. Oh, someone sent us a pretty sunset photo.
Perfect,
Thank
thank
you, Mikhail. Lovely. Zooming in on this hexactinella glass sponge with all of these different lobes.
And wide, please.
Getting a good close-up view of the sediment as well.
That
Somebody's-
steep ascent is coming up pretty quick
Oh,
here.
this is pretty cool looking.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah.
Not that I'm opposed to Taco Tuesday, but wouldn't it be Taco Wednesday where this is being recorded? No. It's a Tuesday here.
We're still Tuesday, right?
We're on Cook Island time.
In Hawaii, it is still Tuesday.
Yep,
They are in the same time zone as us right now.
that's right. Another stalk sponge. Yeah.
And another couple sea stars.
Yeah, we don't need to zoom on those, even though I keep getting tricked, thinking there's something else.
I'm going fairly fast here now just because it's going to get steep here in a minute.
Yeah.
And I'm just
But
going
you
to get
can,
out ahead of Atalante.
you can tell that the substrate's pretty smooth. I would consider it kind of smooth and maybe hard for animals to make an attachment point. It's possible that this area is swept. It could be swept with currents, but we're seeing a deposition of sediment, so fine kind of powder. So I don't really think that the currents are super swift here, but it may be hard to land and recruit on that sort of steep, super smooth substrate. Whereas some of these sort of ledges, these steps that we're seeing ahead of us, may be a little easier to settle out in if you're a benthic critter. Oh, 2 sea stars. My, oh my.
Yeah, there's been sea stars all over. But they're so small.
They're teeny tiny. About the size of a laser dot.
10 centimeters.
Just the dot.
Got something over on the left. Probably another sea star.
Yeah, looks like a sea star.
Yeah, it looks like another sea star.
Yeah.
So for those of you just joining in, we've been traversing from the base of a seamount, hoping to summit by the end of this dive with an increase in 30 degrees. Is that right, Nav?
Yeah. Yeah, that's right.
How much further do we have to go?
Are we there? Are we there yet? Are we there? We have about 800 meters.
Oh,
800 meters.
a lot of ledges with piles and piles of nodules collecting. That's kind of crazy. Such a strange terrain and so varied over such small spatial scales.
Yeah, we're currently at 4,179 meters, and we started at 4,828 meters.
Do we know our final depth at waypoint 10?
Yes. 2,805.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Woof.
We have a ways to go to get to the tippy top.
The tippy top.
This is a great view. You can see the contrasting seafloor surfaces on that sort of flatter pavement type on the right with lots of cracks and crevices, and then more nodules, scattered nodules on the left. I would guess that the understory of those nodules is also flat pavement. And we've been seeing some, I would say, typical organisms, benthic or animals characteristic of the deep sea and the abyssal plain or abyssal environments, abyssal depths, including a variety of different sponges, sea stars, and the typical fish found at these depths. I'm not surprised that there isn't a high abundance in the deep sea. It's typically abundance of organisms declines with depth, but we're definitely seeing a relatively high diversity, I'd say. I was impressed by the relatively decent size of corals that we encountered so far. And of course, I always enjoy seeing an octopus.
Always.
Always.
Still really curious about these tracks.
Yeah. Very strange, very strange. There are animals that live in the sediments, including something called a spoonworm, echeurin, and they can create really interesting features on the sediment. They can push the sediment around as they feed with their proboscis, their feeding appendage. And there are other animals that live in the sediments that could move around the nodules over time, hundreds and hundreds of animals that could live. And their little movements over time could create some big changes on the surface. They could also be due to something else, like the sea cucumbers and sea stars that we've been seeing throughout the dive. They could be disturbing the sediment surface as well.
So Mikhail, since this is the first time we're using this camera, Could you tell us a little bit about how long it took to develop the camera?
Ooh.
Sure.
There we
What's
go.
that?
Can we get a zoom on this, what looks like a coral on the
This
left?
looks very similar to the first one we found.
Yeah, if we could get a good zoom in on it, be able to hopefully get a firmer identification based on the polyp morphology. Mikhail, stand by.
Amanda loves her coral.
I love my corals.
Okay, go for zoom.
All right, closing in on this black coral. I believe we saw something similar to this earlier on in the dive. The closer we can zoom in on the branches and then the polyp formation, the more we can improve our ability to identify the coral. Black corals have a skeleton that is dark in color, and you can actually see through the transparent tissue, translucent tissue to that darker skeleton. It's interesting that
And
the
let's go.
white, there's
let's
sort
go
of
wide
white
if you can.
texture of the tentacles or the polyps look like they might have eggs in them. So this might be gravid, a coral that may be holding onto its babies, possibly going to reproduce at some point in the future. Thank you for this close-up.
So I've been working at deep sea for the last 2 years, so not a whole long time, but the project I believe started pre-COVID, so 2020, 2021. Mark Chafee at Mbari and Aaron Steiner at deep sea kind of paved the way of doing the electrical as well as chassis mechanical design, as well as some of the optics design groundwork at that time. So I'd say, yeah, at least 4 or 5 year project, off and on, more of a passion project. It's not like we're looking to, get a great ROI on this. We're just really excited to push the boundaries on what's possible, in this kind of sphere.
We met with Mark from
It's
Mbari
like we're approaching something.
at the National Association of Broadcasters Convention, where you see all the new equipment. We're talking about this. We'd exchanged emails about the potential of the project, that kind of stuff. And we had, we were interested in it for OET and others, and we were...
and go for zoom, Dave.
Yep. We recommended
I also see
UHD
something
cameras.
off on the left too.
On the left?
Yeah, to the left of this sponge.
Okay.
When we zoom back out.
Try and get a little bit closer to it.
There's something behind it. I see like this, looks like maybe an anemone or something behind the coral, or a sponge. Might be a hydroid or something. What were you looking at, Mike?
Oh.
Oh yeah, the sponge?
All right, quick zoom and then we'll get moving.
Okay.
Oh, yep. Another sponge.
Oh yeah. And then you can,
Right,
the
and
close-up
wide,
view is
please.
great. Thanks so much, pilot. The
So
nodule shapes are super irregular. high degree of variation.
So you're saying, Dave, is that OET was basically part of this project from the
Actually,
beginning?
Actually, Ed and I, as consultants, unpaid consultants, but with an interest in this kind of a camera for use by OET and others, and we were at the show and met and talked about what Mbari was trying to do and that kind of stuff, and made I recommended the Sony HDC 50, which was new then. And had great potential. Other cameras from other vendors, won't mention them, but had done two-piece solutions for box cameras that required fiber or interconnect cables that weren't going to work. The Sony was the first one. There are others now, but the Sony was the first UHD camera that was an all-in-one. And took standard broadcast lenses and that kind of stuff. The sensor in this camera is the same sensor that you see in Sony's bigger cameras that are used in studios, for sports, for you name it, in the broadcast world. So yeah, we made some recommendations and consulted a little bit about the, what we'd like to see.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Looks like we're going to come upon another transition area coming up. Jacob, it seems like you can see these sort of steps in the terrain on the multi-beam.
Yeah, you can, if you're looking at this, this contour, if you follow it around, that to me kind of correlates to these nodules. We start seeing these wider contours, which I guess would make sense.
Yep.
Because it's more flat. Probably gives it time for sediment and everything to accumulate.
Definitely more varied terrain coming up on the left.
We're going to swap Mikhail into the video seat here for a little bit.
Shout out to my family and friends listening in from Berkeley.
Hello, Kahena's family and friends. We're so grateful to have her here with us. And the fact that we got to have cake.
What kind of cake was it, by the way? I never tried it.
Vanilla.
Vanilla, right?
But it was like orange or reddish.
What did you say?
The cake, wasn't it like red, the one in the mess?
Oh, the cake today was carrot cake.
Oh, today was carrot cake.
Oh, okay.
And she put she made the frosting raspberry cream cheese frosting.
Yeah, we have cake every day, not just on birthdays.
That's why I turned it down.
Sweet, sweet.
We're spoiled here with our afternoon snacks.
Yeah, they've been really awesome. I gotta implement those at home.
I finally tried the freshly baked bread this morning.
Oh, what did you think?
It was delicious.
It's good.
Right? It's warm.
It's nice. And the mini croissant that we have for breakfast,
The mini croissant.
which is good for you, I've been told.
Those are also warm.
Croissant. I think we're warm.
Very good for you. Good for your health. According to the French.
It's
Is it?
Good, yep.
I don't want to argue with the French and the croissant health, so they're experts.
We have a comment. Who lives amongst nodules under the sea? Glass sponge stalk pants.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Oh boy. We have a lot of creative folks tuning in.
I feel like Patrick would live under the nodules, though. Ooh, another sea star.
There is a sea star.
Speaking
What did you
of-
say about Patrick?
Yeah, there he is.
You're calling his name. That's interesting. Those features on the seafloor, it sort of reminds me of when you're at the beach and someone kind of decorates the sand with seashells, or they write their name in the sand. It's like someone's leaving their mark.
There's people that take all the time to make actual art with all the rocks that are all over the place.
And then it disappears at the next tide.
Create this elaborate pattern.
You seen those fish that like they attract their mate by building nests?
Yes.
Yep.
It's kind of what it reminds me of. Someone's out here doing artwork for no reason.
Looks like another one of those carnivorous sponges on the left. And then as we head up slope, we're looking up to transition again to a different type of seafloor. I don't know what this is. Is this something here? Pilot?
Yeah, we'll zoom in, please.
Looks like the pavement's all cracked. Oh, interesting.
Ooh. I like the color on this one.
Yeah, it's pink, pink-orange.
Yeah, we'll come wide.
Looks like the sea star Phyellidae related that we've been seeing.
Look at that hard line.
If we see another one of those black corals, it would be good to try to set up to try to get a slightly different angle so we can look at kind of where it's attached to the bottom and a little more of their polyp shape. A bit more information would be awesome.
Okay.
I'm saying that out loud because I know I can't be here every hour as much as I would like to stay.
You can't.
It would take a lot of coffee.
We have an ROV question. Have
Ooh.
there been any attempts to use high-resolution VR for piloting ROVs?
Yeah, there has been. There's been quite a lot of work done in kind of 3D spaces, and I haven't done too much of it myself, but I know that some of the other groups have worked on some of those technologies to kind of give a little bit more depth perception.
You know, CCOM was working with augmented reality headsets for cleaning like bathymetry data, and it made a lot of people nauseous. Yeah, there's a video of them thinking about using it on boats, and they stuck one of their guys in the middle of a swimming pool on like a pallet almost and floated him around as he was cleaning data.
Where'd the fish go?
Hiding among the fissures.
We haven't seen the fish in a while. Yeah, it would be a good habitat, wouldn't it?
It'd be a good spot to hide. Right next to the octopus. That's where I'd hide at least.
Would octopus around here have many predators even? I haven't seen too many things bigger than that.
I know, I was just thinking about that. I don't imagine so. I mean, we may be scaring off larger fishes, larger fish species, but they're pretty agile, those octopuses. They can get away, escape easily. I know that that posture that we saw that one octopus in, that sort of bent arm backwards, they've, I know Okeanos and maybe the Nautilus has imaged octopuses doing that when they were brooding their babies. So something to keep an eye out for.
I know octopus in the shallows generally have a fairly short lifespan. You know if it's about the same for the deep water species?
That's a good question. I feel like for many of the animals that we're encountering, they can live long lives and grow very, very slowly.
Yeah, I loved learning how old some of the species we're looking at.
Oh, yeah.
On the right?
What ages they reach.
That fuzzy thing?
Yep.
Okay.
Wow, someone sent in a lengthy message with a bunch of really,
Zoom
really
in, please.
difficult words to pronounce.
Oh,
Thank you so much.
okay.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
It looks anemone-like to me.
It looks very anemone-like.
Okay, well, come by, please.
Interesting. I don't think we've seen that on this dive yet.
I saw one, well, we did see the one that like pulled back into itself.
Right, we don't know what that...
And then I think shortly after, or I think before you got back from dinner, there was another one.
Oh, okay. Neat.
Literally just as I was walking back in.
It's like the perfect place. They're underneath that sort of overhang, maybe collapsed ledge, protected from being buried by sediments or other rubble in this case, and able to kind of capture food that flows past. So it's kind of the perfect spot. If you have to be stuck somewhere, that wasn't a bad place to be.
Look at that outcropping over there. That's kind of interesting.
Yeah. And a lot of heterogeneity in the seafloor, these ledges, sort of steps with irregularly sized nodules and also just what looks like broken pavement pieces. And then now we're heading up slope again to more steep terrain. Eventually we'll make it to 4,000 meters.
Speaking of, we're at 4,150 meters.
Oh.
Slowly making our way up.
We got a ways to go.
Glass sponge hiding on the right.
Yep. It's great perspective. Kind of get an understanding of how steep the terrain is that we're traversing. And if you take a look at the Atalanta view of little hercs crawl up the seafloor, it's really amazing landscape, seascape.
Yeah, we have someone commenting that deep water octopus species are severely understudied. This is true. We aren't even able to identify the ones we've been
Yeah, we
seeing.
don't know what it was.
Another holothurian over there.
The observations are helping us better understand their distribution and behavior, but basic knowledge about who we're looking at, remains to be seen. So much to discover, so much to learn. Keep looking at the Atalanta view to see if there might be something escaping us ahead.
So is Atalanta's sole purpose to look out for little Hercules?
Atalanta has actually quite a few purposes. That's one of them. Really its main purpose though is to basically act like a giant pendulum. So there's a weight on the end of the armored cable coming from the ship, and that as the ship moves it always wants to swing back like a pendulum back towards the ship. So that helps to manage the 4,000 meters of cable to always pull it along with the vessel. So that's kind of its main purpose. Then we've added a lot of instruments to it: cameras, sonars, depth sensors, altimeter, sound velocity sensor. So we've added those to kind of give us that third-person view for the little herc perspective, and then kind of give the science a little bit more of a broader view, not just the one that little herc or the main primary vehicle would show.
Okay.
And yeah, that just kind of helps to give some more situational awareness when we're down at these depths.
That's interesting.
There's something right here, pilot.
Zoom in, please.
Maybe more detritus. Our old sponge. No, maybe detritus or sponge. Get a close-up view of the elephant texture.
That is definitely elephant texture.
Ooh.
And the closer you get, the more it looks like it.
Okay, we'll come light, please.
Nice, thank you. That's quite a pillar. Looks like we've got another stalk sponge coming up. And maybe a dead sponge. I'll have to take a look at the the guide, see if this might be another kind of carnivorous sponge or something else. We've zoomed in on it before. What's over around the corner? I was pretty impressed by those monster polychaetes that we saw earlier on in our watch.
Those are pretty big.
They were big.
And then we zoom in on a glass sponge just to find another one of them hiding at the base of it.
Right down in the crack.
The fact that they're big enough that I mistook it for a sea cucumber.
Somebody asked, can you please explain what we see now?
Rocks.
Yeah, so we're seeing a bunch of nodules, some larger rock, and we're heading up a slope on an abyssal seamount feature. We're seeing some sponges, per usual, and some sea stars, and some corals as well. In the blue, you can see the marine snow, which I've learned isn't actual snow. It's not caused by the cold, but it carries different foods to the different animals.
Yep.
What is the marine snow composed of again?
Yeah, so it's quite a medley of different things. There's algae in the surface ocean that's grows through photosynthesis and can be quite productive in certain areas. But basically that phytoplankton, if it doesn't get consumed in the surface, it can sort of start raining out through the water column along with zooplankton, body parts, and poop. And this type of phytodetritus, or decaying organic matter, rains out through the water column, settles to the seafloor, and is nutrient rich. So it's, it's like we eat our spinach and our veggies to get all our good nutrition. And then basically that detritus serves as the food for the benthos. This area down here, as we are in these abyssal depths, are well below the euphotic zone. So these animals rely on food to be transported to them. Sort of like a delivery truck delivering food daily. Can we zoom in on the dark object here?
Yeah, Eva.
Some of those animals that rely on food to be deposited onto the seafloor include the sea cucumbers, like the one we're about to
We'll zoom in, please.
look at right here. Sea cucumbers or holothurians are considered like vacuum cleaners of the deep. They do a really good job sweeping up all of the sediment and feeding.
He's dancing.
Yeah, in this case, this sea cucumber is taken off. And they do this for a number of different reasons, including to really take off and get to another spot to feed in, so they don't try to eat in an area that they've already been to before, they can go make way and fly to another spot and have some lunch. You can see that their gut is full of sediment. That's that sort of lighter material in the middle of the animal. And often we see that fecal material or fecal cast on the sediment floor, on the sea floor. It provides us a characteristic signal that they're around, that these animals are in the area.
Okay, we'll come wide, please.
Thanks, pilot. Seemed like it was on cue, wanted to do a little dance for us.
Is that one the headless chicken?
I believe so.
So it's also known as a Spanish dancer.
Oh dear.
And we're back to the Spanish dance. In all fairness, it does move very similarly to the Spanish dancer, except the shallow version, I should say. The shallow version, Hexabranchus, that one, instead of folding in on itself from the front and back, it uses the sides to kind of flap its way around.
Wow. It's my favorite seeing them actually swim around.
2 different dances for 2 different Spanish dancers.
We have a cucucaina. It's beautiful. Great work, everyone. And a hello, Mikhail, from a fellow sea scanner.
Oh.
Hello, hello.
Cuckoo.
What was you saying? Cuckoo?
It's like hello in
Hello.
French.
Oh, cuckoo. Appreciate everyone watching tonight or today, whatever time it is in your world.
Yeah, let's see where are people coming from. The United States, Canada, New Zealand, France, and Finland. Bit less than usual. People are going to bed.
Yeah, okay, I understand. We do have a lot of people on our morning watch, right?
Yeah.
Is it more? Does
Much
it seem
more.
like it's more? Okay.
Especially because we started the dive, so I think people are quite excited in the beginning.
Okay.
They check in before work.
I know oftentimes in my lab, they'll have the video screen going in the lab while they're working on samples in the laboratory, so they can watch while we're watching. They also scream out to the video screen, zoom in, telling us what we're seeing.
Yeah, we had someone mention an hour ago, hello, I've been watching since 7th grade from time to time and just graduated college. Thank you for all that you do.
Oh, that's awesome.
You should come out.
Thanks for joining us. Yep, definitely join us.
It's time for you to apply to the fellowships that we have in engineering and communications, and we have some internships as well with the video and throughout the boat. So please come and join the Nautilus if you have a chance.
Ooh, looks like we're going uphill again.
Get ready to start climbing again.
Here you can see the nodules and the sand and the rocks.
Yeah.
Those transitions. Very beautiful.
Yeah, it's quite drastic.
It's almost like a mini submarine fan.
Mm.
Somebody asked what it is that we're seeing, and All those nodules that we're seeing on the seafloor, they're made of polymetallic materials, including manganese and iron oxides. And they're very rich in valuable metals like cobalt, nickel, copper, titanium, and rare earth elements. It's interesting, we were seeing more life in the deeper areas of the seamount. Seems
And
like.
it's curious if we're coming upon more of a transition zone, if we're going to start to see some different animals as we head up slope.
We have a comment, Shirley Ryan here has a fishy dance.
What was that?
Oh, we'll have to see that fishy dance, Ryan. I like it. Maybe we should have a talent contest.
They had earlier said, very scientific question. Do any of you have here a fishy dance? If so, please demonstrate.
Aha. Wow. That's something to look forward to.
Will you zoom in, please?
Distraction. Checking out this little crevice with a glass sponge deep inside.
Hey, we'll come wide, please.
Thank you for that zoom inside, by the way. It's usually where all the good stuff hides.
Is it possible to get a seawater temperature here?
Yeah, we can tell you what's on the screen, but I'm not 100% sure that's the right data set.
Okay, doke.
It's still saying like really cold. Like go up a little bit, right there. Like 1.4 degrees.
Okay. Is that on the
It's on the Little Herc dashboard.
Little Herc dashboard?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's some graphs there.
Thank you. Oh, what do we have here?
A frilly
Oh,
thing.
it's another sea cucumber
Hey, we'll zoom in, please.
swimming. It sort of looks like a jester's hat.
Yeah, I was just about to say that.
You were?
Yeah. Awesome.
Wow. Look at you. Putting on a show.
Wow.
Got some serious height off the bottom too.
I would say. Quite the sails.
Yeah, well, come by, please.
Thank you.
Ooh, what's that on that rock there? That's
Another
massive.
up.
Another purple sea cucumber.
Yep.
So, Michael, how does this compare to the shallower waters of the Cook Islands?
Well, I mean, they are two completely different ecosystems. The shallow water obviously has a lot more life teeming in it. For one, there's a lot of coral, a lot of places to hide for a lot of different species of fish. This is completely different in the sense that, one, it's a lot deeper. Two, everything's a lot more scarce, but it's still absolutely beautiful. You get to see a bunch of different types of life down here. Is that a shrimp?
I wonder what that tube is almost on the seafloor there.
Yeah, we've been seeing a few of these. I'm not sure what they are. I don't know if we have time to take a closer look.
Sure, you can zoom in, please.
Oh, interesting. It looks almost like a skeleton, a stalk of a coral maybe. The base
like
on the lower right, and it's got kind of a curlicue to it on the left. But that would be my best guess. It's maybe something dead. So that might be a clue that we're going to see
Come
something
by, please.
uphill.
If it's falling down.
If it's falling down, yeah. Could be. Ooh, there's a fish on the left.
Very excited.
So excited. Yes.
And
We'll
possibly
zoom
a
in,
Brisingid.
please.
Another type of cusk eel. Depending on if you can get a zoom in on the head. Ooh, wow.
Beautiful.
Nice.
Wow, that's a big guy.
Not seeing any parasites. Looks like there might be some fin damage though. See that separation on the dorsal?
Yeah.
In the
Yeah,
back.
come by, please.
Interesting. Got into some rough and tumble action. Looks like another Brisingid sea star on the left.
Underneath that rock is something
And
too.
a sponge. Here we go uphill. Super steep.
To your field of deep sea corals.
Yes,
That's going to be on the summit.
it's going to be here. They're here. Somewhere.
manifesting. It's gonna happen.
We have 20 minutes left of our shift. Please, another octopus. So can coral at these depths be subject to bleaching? Somebody's asking.
Oh. Well, they can be sensitive to temperature changes, and they can be sensitive to environmental change. I was wondering if we could take a closer look at this stalk here, Pilot.
Hey, I'll zoom in, please.
I wonder if this is a kind of sponge stalk, and then there's the, do you know what those are, Mike?
Are those the, not oysters, barnacles?
Right. Yeah, looks like we're looking at two barnacles. They've got their feeding appendages sort of extended into the water, ready to capture food.
Oh, come on.
Great shot.
Curious what this
Very
blob
cool.
is on top of this rock here.
I know. What's the blob?
I don't know. It's very blobby.
So let's go look at the blob.
Is it sand?
Something landed there.
Or is it a
Why would there
sponge?
be an odd pile of sand on the center of a
I don't know.
an outcrop?
Huh. It's weird.
The next one over has similar feature. Like maybe a tidal swirl,
Pile of sand?
current, yeah,
Interesting.
to the right now.
Maybe one of those worms that you were talking about earlier just decided it wanted to make its home on top of a rock. So it brought the sand with it, or the
Yeah, it's
sediment
like
with
camouflage. Nothing to see here.
Is this the same pile or a different pile that
It's
we're
a different
seeing?
pile.
Different
But
pile, yeah.
it's curious, isn't it?
It almost looks like it's in a line there.
What are those? Are those depressions here?
I don't know. I noticed the same thing.
It's really weird. It's like the sand.
Yeah, and followed by a bunch of those little steps again.
Whoa.
I
It's a mystery.
don't know what this is.
This is very mysterious. Because it looks like the nodules are sort of in piles alongside this depression, the sort of riverbed. Piled up on either side along the bank. That's really interesting. I know, don't see any critter around here that could have done that, but we might have scared it away. Little Herc is kind of big.
I mean, it would have to be pretty big to move that much material.
Yeah. Interesting.
Another little blob up there.
Could some of these formations that we see
Mystery.
be formed by
What's over yonder?
animals that have lived like long ago, or is that not really a possibility?
I missed it, Mikhail. Sorry.
You're good. I was just saying, could these formations that we see, like such as the one we just saw back there, could they have been formed by, organisms that have lived like a really long time ago, or is this kind of more recent? Is there a way to tell?
If we were to collect a core sample, we could probably get a better understanding of the age of that event through some chemical analyses.
Huh.
But like this pile of sand here
Right.
reminds me of mounds that are created by animals that live in the sediment, so big infauna, mega infauna. And they can basically move sediment in and out and make these piles of sand mounds. But the fact that we saw them on top of a rock ledge is kind of weird. So that maybe it was a big poop pile from some other animal. A large fecal cast that's finally decomposed. Lots of speculation.
Asako is thinking that maybe the previous stalk was similar to the sponge stalk.
So it looks
same as what we were thinking.
Looked like more sponge-like, right? Yeah. It sort of looked hollow to me. Not like the spicule type for the glass sponges that we've been seeing.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Very different.
Keeping us on our toes down here.
Oh, look, ripples.
Oh.
Little undulating ripples.
What are we exclaiming?
Is that a little hole in the sediment down there?
Oh, zoom in, please.
I think it's a piece of rock that's broken off.
Oh, yep. Yes, it is.
Right.
Optical illusion.
I know,
I fell for the
it's
trap.
tricky down here, I'm telling you. And then you can see these sediment waves or bed forms on the sediment surface. Sort of look like sand waves created through currents. And that suggests to me that, you know, the fact that we're seeing these pieces of rocks, that there's, you know, failures, rock falls from up above. And then they create these weird shadows. It's very deceptive. Not exactly sure what we're looking at until we zoom in.
Someone commented, I wonder if it could be mud balls from a mud volcano. And we have a question. Have you guys ever done dives in the Indian Ocean?
Nope. I have
Anyone?
not.
Has anyone in the room done dives in the Indian Ocean?
I've never been to the Indian Ocean, unfortunately.
Same.
Something perched on that rock over there.
I'm pretty close. I've done dives in the sea, in the Timor Sea, in between Australia and Indonesia.
Close enough.
Another glass sponge in the lower part of the screen. Then it looks like a shrimp coming
I was
up
about to
the
say.
bottom.
Saw that little flash of red.
And then just a note for the team,
Sea cucumber.
whenever we come upon these kind of promontories, obviously they're tricky to maneuver with the ROV, but often those sort of pointed features are really great places for corals and other attached fauna to hang out. They get to capture food, essentially flowing past these high profile, steep areas. So it's great to be on the lookout. Awesome to have all of these eyes peeled. What shall we see next?
Glass sponge.
Yes. And something else, maybe? Or maybe I'm just deceiving myself this time. No, looks like another glass sponge.
Looks like two, possibly
Two,
three.
Three, maybe.
Is that a little sea star at the underneath?
Somebody itty bitty.
Okay, let's zoom in, please.
Oh, wow.
This looks unusual. Not sure what that is. Looks like a couple different species of glass sponges. And then some sort of branching object down below that I don't recognize. Might be part of an old sponge. It could be something else.
Okay, we'll come wide, please.
Thank you. So sometimes the texture that we're seeing is sort of lumpy and kind of smooth and grape-like. And one of my colleagues from USGS, Jason Chater, taught me a term, botryoidal. That's another word. That's a good one for you. Botryoidal.
Botryoidal.
Yeah,
Nice.
sort of.
Botryoidal.
Yeah, very good. And it's got that
Grape-like.
lumpy, smooth, grape-like kind of characteristic.
I mean, on a previous shift, we were talking about a spelling bee.
Yeah, I
Try
would
spelling
fail
that one.
royally.
Me too.
I do my best, but...
Oh, what's that up on top of the rock? On the right.
Oh, here. Bonk,
Yeah.
bonk. I don't know, pilot, what do we have on the right, lower right?
If we're able to.
That's okay. Coming in for the zoom.
Okay, we'll zoom in, please.
Wow.
Whoa.
Look at this tiny little guy.
So delicate.
So that looks like a bryozoan to me. So we got our bryozoan.
There we
Okay,
go.
we're going to have to get up and go.
Yep.
Right,
Yep,
we'll
thank you.
Come wide, please.
Looks alive. Good eyes, Mike. Nice job. I was looking at something else.
I really only caught that one because of the contrast behind it.
Oh, yeah. Makes sense. So as we're flying up above, take a look down. Maybe we'll peer into the rock face below. Oh. I felt like there's someone here, but no. All by myself.
Let's see.
Hello. Well, we've got our shift change going on. Had a great dive so far. Very productive. Lots of different animals. I think when we are on watch for the ascent, we'll do a little dive and review the usual suspects and what we encountered. Hopefully y'all will be able to see some more deep sea corals and fishies and other amazing animals. Thanks so much for a great watch. Thank you, front row.
See ya.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Oh no, what do we do? Amanda's gone. We're lost without you, Amanda.
Now you can say anything you want.
Ooh, there's a starfish.
Test, test, test. All right.
Mic check, mic check.
Probably gonna have to turn it down now that I'm on.
I hope our ROV team are ready. Hope you guys have had your, well, it doesn't matter if you've had your caffeine or not, we're here to keep you awake. All right, to our viewers, we're just doing a swap over of crew over to the A team.
When did they get here? Gonna come out of autos, Josh.
All right,
Like the little pop.
Hyalonema.
Okay.
That's a big pop. Oh, this arm. That's perfect.
Okay.
Oh, that's so much better.
Yep. Okay, science team, we cool? We're ready?
Ready.
Okay. Look at us. And a minute and 26 seconds early. Remember the saying, you arrive 15 minutes early, you're on time, you arrive on time, you're late. We are just outstanding, I tell you. Hi everyone to all our incredible crew in the cabin. G'day, or good evening I should say. And to all our listeners abroad around the world. We've got so many people from so many different places joining us. Thank you so much to our new and existing team. We are, as usual, we're going to go around and introduce ourselves. But before we do that, Adam or anyone in here, do we have something additional that we want to chuck on the end of our introductions? Yesterday we had a pretty groovy one, which was texting abbreviations. What's our favorite? So I'm looking for some other creativity to keep our morale live and well. Any ideas?
I'm kind of running out of ideas, but let's think. We've done Halloween costumes, swimming spots, concerts. Is that a big old crinoid, or is it a Brisingid? I think that's a Brisingid.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
We've done sport.
Does anyone in
We've done ocean-themed movies.
the front row have an idea?
Are you on SPO?
Yes.
How come I can't hear you?
Haven't done levels yet.
I'm
Where are you
eating my
at, Cyrate?
Can you? I'm Cyrate, yeah.
That's a big old
plugged in
boost.
and everything.
Look how close I am.
I know. Can everyone else hear me just fine?
Yeah.
Yes,
you bet.
Yes.
You probably have trims. How many? Oh, you said
What the
everybody's
heck?
trims. Somebody's probably turned the last side left, turned down the last side right.
But he's not listening to me. Like on
Yeah,
my
now
own.
I hear you. I just turned up my headset. Okay, great. Oh, look at this little pattern of nodules. That's cool.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
While we go through introductions, we can then think of some other creative questions that we might want to bring about later. But for now, hi everyone again.
My name is Anthony Vavia. I'm a Senior Research Fellow at Te Punawai Marama, the Cook Islands Centre for Research at, you guessed it, the Cook Islands, on a beautiful island called Rarotonga. And I'm also a lecturer at the Auckland University of Technology in Aotearoa, New Zealand. My specialty is in Pacific Island coastal reef fisheries, and this is my first expedition aboard the amazing EV Nautilus with an amazing crew of pilots, scientists, engineers, and deckhands. And it's an absolute privilege to be a part of this as we explore Cook Islands, the Cook Islands seabed.
All right,
This is unusual, huh?
I've got a question that we can answer.
Yes?
Favorite place that you've slept outside? So outside could mean just anywhere where you didn't have 4 walls and a roof. If you had 3 walls and a roof, that's okay. Favorite place you've slept outside?
Okay, oh, this one is an easy one for me, but I feel like it's cheating almost. Sleeping outside on a canoe out on the deck beneath some incredible stars. Yep, we have the Waka Marumuru Watua in Raro, which is a happy place for me. So whenever we're out at sea, when I'm not on watch, because we're not allowed to sleep while on watch.
Can I interrupt you for 1 sec?
You sure can.
Can we open up the iris on Atalanta Cam so we can just see more of the
stripes?
No, it doesn't really help. Sorry. Just checking.
You can play with the lights too, like you could turn some of the, turn the lower ones off.
It's like signs, aliens.
Should be port starboard lower.
Yeah, this is pretty, I haven't seen this on this dive. These kind of, these seem pretty new.
Like tons of sediment. The nodules are arranged like there's downslope movement of the sediment, you know, little stringers of nodules.
How would you explain the
it's like ripples.
The ripples, yeah.
I don't think they're ripples. I think the sediment is kind of moving downhill.
Oh, holothurian.
Oh, is that one of the unit ones?
I think it's the big one.
Psychropodes.
We'll zoom in, please.
Oh, yep.
That one doesn't have that big ear antenna or whatever sticking up, so that is a different one.
Maybe it doesn't have a question.
Yeah, maybe its hand is down. Oh, and is that one of the little sediment tubes that they saw before with the feather worm?
That one looks different somehow.
Cool, thank you. All right. Ant, sorry I interrupted, my bad.
No, you're okay. We've got some science to do. No, I was just sharing about my favorite place to sleep outside. It has been on a canoe in the middle of the South Pacific Ocean under the stars.
Nice.
Nice, that's a good one.
All right, so I'm Adam Sewell. I'm a professor at University of Rhode Island. My specialty is marine geology and submarine volcanism. I currently serve as the director of the Ocean Exploration Cooperative Institute. And I live in Cape Cod, Massachusetts. Ooh, nice wall. And I think my favorite place that I've slept outside is down in the bottom of the Grand Canyon. You don't need a tent or anything. You just lay out on these kind of sandbanks and then get up and raft some more down the canyon. So I'd say that's my favorite. This looks like, can you rezoom without stopping on one of those?
Sure.
I think it's Saccocalyx, but...
Yeah, zoom in, please.
Yes, stand by. Holding there.
Oh, look at that beautiful texture on the rock as well.
Wow. It's botryoidal.
That's so botryoidal.
So grapey.
That's cool. All right.
Very cool.
Okay,
Now I gotta find out what
Coming
that
wide.
Mate,
Yes.
who are you?
Um, sorry, I
When you're
was
free.
looking at
It's one of
sponges.
Sacrocalyx.
You think it's that one? I feel like
All right.
that one was more, isn't that one a bit more?
Vase shaped?
I was thinking it was more, no, not that one.
Oh, I've lost my science
Oh,
guide.
more like this.
Yeah,
Corbitella.
yeah, maybe more like that. Did you?
I didn't.
Oh,
I did.
okay, good.
I just need to know what the...
Page 68.
68.
Page
Page
68.
68.
Corbitella.
Nice.
Yeah, so my name is Mei Betkin, and I'm the science manager on Nautilus, and I'm back here in the science row for the 8 to 12. My background's in marine geology, and I live in France now and do interdisciplinary projects, cultural, critical projects about the deep ocean. My favorite place I slept outside, I think it's really, I'm really not good at superlative questions, but I'll just share.
How about a place you've slept outside?
Yeah, I'll do my favorite place I slept outside this year.
Oh.
Because I had some pretty good ones. I was camping in August in the south of France.
Say that again?
I was in south of France, yeah, in the region around the Gorge de Verdon. It's this big river that there's huge cliffs on either side of it, and it's really, really beautiful. And I spent a lot of time around there this summer. It was really great, up on really high ledges over vast kind of canyons and cliffs and this rushing river below, so that was really cool.
Not too close to the ledge, though, I hope.
No, not too close, but close enough where you could look out and have like full Milky Way skies and feel the breeze.
But move the tent back, because what if you have to get out in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom?
There was a safe distance.
Okay. I was just getting stressed back here.
I made sure there was a safe distance, and
I'll just go to the bathroom.
Yeah, we were also doing kind of gourmet camp cooking, so that was really fun. Going to some pretty remote, beautiful spots and making like really good food.
Cool.
Gourmet like corned beef?
No.
No, like spam, like the good stuff.
There's just so many good, there's great food.
Star, cookie cutter star.
All right, TJ, you're up.
All right. Well, kia ora everyone.
Kia ora.
My name is Tanga Morris, TJ for short. I work with the Cook Islands Seabed Minerals Authority as a marine environmental scientist. My background, I did my undergraduate studies in Wellington University in New Zealand.
Do universities in New Zealand have mascots?
This one did not, actually.
Neither does AUT.
Yeah.
I think it's quite a
untapped
U.S.
market.
U.S.
Yeah, and did some work with fisheries here in the Cook Islands, and now working with the Seabed Minerals Agency under the government. And I guess to answer your question, mine would just be camping down at the beach, to be honest, under the stars, good old bonfire.
Yes.
And yeah, that's me.
Thank you, TJ.
Nice.
We are going to head over to our navigator.
Hey everyone, my name's Johan Becker. I'm the navigator on this 8 to 12 watch. My background is in ocean engineering. I'm going to approach the question in the same way May did. Favorite place this year? And that was probably in the Haleakala crater.
Oh, I didn't know you could camp there overnight.
Yeah, there's a 3-day backpacking trip that goes down and in and then across and back over, and it was really cool.
Yeah, good sunrise and silver swords and
yeah,
all sorts of stuff.
Yeah, and you're above the clouds up there, so the skies were pretty spectacular.
Cold?
No, not particularly.
Good.
Sweatshirt weather in the night. But yeah.